Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again, episode 84 of At Face Value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Will. Gold
Super
medal
pumped to have you
winning
back again.
United States citizen Will Maraja.
That's right. Super pumped to have you back again for another week. We are rolling in. The Olympics are officially closed out, so we'll talk about some Olympic hockey today. We'll get into all of that and about how the U.S. is once again taking its fourth best sport and taking away from Canada like we do best. So we'll get into that and get into some other things and whatever comes up. So let's get rolling with our hugs and hikes. So Lucas, you want to get us started today with the hug?
I mean, low hanging fruit here. We all got to give a hug to the both the men's and the women's hockey teams. Women just outclassed everyone, just dominated. A little shaky in the gold medal game, but I mean, I guess both games ended up being crazy. But
Yeah,
um, and it came down to the wire against the Canadians. But I mean, I'm sure all of y'all too, giving hugs to the men's and women's teams. Just awesome content, brings everybody together. Again, there's so much division in this country right now, and uh, seeing all the posts, talking to people at work who watch the game, who have never watched sports in their lives, tuned in and watched the gold medal match on Sunday morning. It's just awesome. This is why we love sports. It doesn't matter where you come from, the color of your skin, how much money you make. When everybody's together rooting for one team, one cause, it's there's nothing like it. Which is why I love sports so much. Hopefully, we see very similar things this summer in the World Cup, where everybody's coming together and watching the beautiful game. And yeah, it's just awesome, man. It's awesome, and obviously, when you're on the winning side, it makes it even better. So yeah, huge hug to them. I'm sure that was probably y'all's hug too, and it's just a collective group hug on this one for sure.
for sure. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's along the same lines. I mean, you could pick a lot of heroes, of the weekend. Not even hockey, just some other athletes, but specifically, my hug is going to go to Connor Hellebuck.
Dude, yes.
If that is not the most impressive goalie performance in hockey history, for sure, U.S. Olympic hockey history, I don't know what is. 41 saves for a guy who has been kind of clowned. Had a rough go a little bit in the Four Nations little All-Star deal in that last game. Um, got clowned. He plays for the Winnipeg Jets. He got pulled in three different games in their first round series last year in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Had some issues. You want to talk about showing up in the biggest moment of your life? He did that, as the kids say, stood on his head, stood on business. Unbelievable performance. Probably has one of the top five photos in Olympic hockey history with that save. The stick save is probably the craziest save in U.S. hockey history. For those of you who haven't seen it, go look up the video. It's all over the place, but he was absolutely dead to rights. The puck was right there, ready to go into the net. Throws a prayer of a stick out to his right side and stops a would-be goal that would have probably won the gold medal for Canada. Yeah, just unbelievable. Like I said, 41 saves, 97 point something, I think, save percentage in the game. Grinded out the second and third period where he was in absolute hell,
Yeah.
as the whole team was. Little bit of luck on our side with some other things, but his play, his performance will go down in history. Will stay with hockey fans, even the casual hockey fans that most of us are for these Olympics, but true hockey fans can really appreciate that performance, and it will and it should go down in history.
Yeah, and to that point, throughout the entire Olympics, the games, pool play, knockout phases, the defense and Connor, they literally didn't give up a single power play goal, which is insane.
18
Um,
for 18, boys.
and one of those was at 3-on-5, which I was like, oh God, this is bad. Um, I had to work this weekend, and I caught the entire first and second period. I unfortunately missed the third and the overtime, the best part. But whenever they were dominating that second period, I was like, oh God. And then they went power play 4-on-5, and then 3-on-5. I'm like, oh God, here it comes.
It it's it, right? Like the entire time you felt the inevitable was coming. The
Yep.
tide had changed, and it seemed like the puck stayed in favor of Canada forever. Like he was just in, like I said, absolute hell. And for him to play the game he played in the moment, and I guess that's probably why. I mean, there's probably been better saves if you go look at all of hockey. But when you consider the magnitude of the moment, for him to have the wherewithal to make that save, and then of course the video and the picture just magnifies it. But uh, unbelievable stuff in the net for 62 minutes.
Yeah. And we see it a lot in soccer again, going back to that, but in soccer where a team's dominating, just peppering the goal, you could just feel the goal coming, like you could feel the pressure building. That's what that was in the second period. And in soccer, a lot of times, like that goal comes at some point, it's going to come. But it didn't, which was phenomenal. It was unbelievable, and not just on him either. Like you could tell too, the defensemen. I mean, they were throwing bodies at the pucks. Like the pucks that were going on net, they were throwing their bodies on the line, which is awesome to see. And in most sports, like we saw it in the Four Nations Cup thing for the NHL, like they take it serious. Like it's not like any other sport where it's just yeah, like for USA basketball, like some of those are just exhibitions. Like they're just so much better than the other teams. Um, there's again, as the competition ramps up, you can tell they're playing a little harder, but I mean, they're not diving for balls that are going out of bounds like these guys are. They're balls to the wall from the puck dropping to the buzzer going off. It's awesome.
That was and that's the easiest part getting behind the hockey is just like the passion with everything. So I mean my hug's just Olympic hockey in general, just being in this lull period where there's nothing really going on. I mean, there's a lot of basketball, but just getting some excitement in our life. I mean, I know there's some other Olympic events and stuff, but yeah, it was just awesome to watch. Uh, Getting some excitement, like you said, the casuals, even just being able to get into it, especially going in and beating Canada and what is their lives. That would be like Canada, like putting together a football team coming in here and beating the Seahawks. Like it'd be like the same kind of deal. Like,
Yeah,
like we just do this for fun and we're still gonna beat you. Like,
for real.
yeah, but no, it's crazy. So yeah, a lot of fun to watch, but I love it. What about a hike, Lucas?
So I know we've been talking a lot about Canada. I'm gonna give a hike to the other country that we border to Mexico for all the stuff that's going down. And I'm not gonna make it political. I don't really care. I just don't want like some crazy stuff to kick off to ruin the World Cup. Right? The World Cup is coming to Mexico, the US and Canada. I don't really even know what's going on down there. I really don't care that much. But when it comes to sports, if it gets in the way of that, I'm going to be a little upset. And so um, I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to kick off. Hopefully this is just another thing. But I know there's some tensions down there, and I know there's been some speculation and talk about possibly moving some World Cup games. But man, that would be the worst if things got postponed or pushed off to other places. I don't know. So whatever's going on there in Mexico, go take a hike. Let's just have some fun and play some soccer, right? Let's not ruin it for everybody, please.
Yeah, dude, leave it to Mexico to ruin a good thing and start messing stuff up. So yeah, when you hear the cartels involved and there's all this stuff going on, like that's when it just starts getting that dirty business. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know a lot of details, but I just know the very basics. But yeah, like you said, I hope they can figure it out because, especially because I mean it's in 4 months.
yeah, it's coming up.
I mean, like it's not like something we have time to fix and figure out. Like you got to get together now. So
Yeah,
hopefully they can get it going.
Yeah,
agreed.
I agree. There's already enough wrong in this world because of politics. I would hate for politics to ruin the one thing that makes us all forget about politics. The one thing everybody can agree on that you can support and get behind. let's not let politics ruin the one thing that gives us our break away from all the divisiveness and separation that that side causes. Let's all rally around sports and let's make that happen. Even for Mexico, they needed
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, and because of all this, they've pretty much suspended all of Liga MX, the Mexican Soccer League. They've suspended all the games and stuff. And man, like people live for that, man. Like that's people spend their hard-earned money to go watch that. That's
Yeah,
like
we do
yeah,
it, boys. Like sports,
yeah,
sports is our break from the real world. It's our hobby. It's something that gets our mind off of the day-to-day grind. Something for us to go enjoy. So.
yeah.
Uh, I would hate for people to have that robbed from them because of something that they have no control over.
Agreed.
Absolutely. What about you, Will?
Yeah, so I'll keep my hike border related, but it's gonna be to our friends up on the northern border. Canadian fans can take a freaking hike, man. Y'all might be the nicest people, and y'all were real nice, after y'all won Four Nations and weren't really being all little brother and stuff. Y'all have lost y'all's minds over this game. Get out of here with this crap like, oh, I can't believe Americans are celebrating these gold medals after getting outplayed for most of the game. The final score was 2-1.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's a gold medal. Of course we're celebrating. And then on top of that, the overtime. Again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a hockey historian or a hockey enthusiast to know if 3-on-3 is real hockey or not, but I can tell you it is electric as all get out.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
But these people saying this may not be legitimate or we only won because of a stupid rule. 2 points here. One, the reason you even got to this game is because you won a 3-on-3 overtime match. And I didn't hear a peep out of any of y'all when that happened. And two, you have the three best hockey players in the world on your team, and they were all three on ice at the same time, and you couldn't get it done. So don't give me any of this 3-on-3 crap that it's not legitimate. U.S. wouldn't have won. Earlier in the game, you had a 5-on-3. 5-on-3 for a minute 32. Couldn't put the puck in the net. So the sore loserness, uh, the whole thing coming out of Canada, I know it's got to be tough. The one thing you had on us, the one sport you can hang your hat on, we just ripped it right away from you, and now our fourth best sport beats your best sport. It's got to be a tough spot to be in. But get out of here with all the whining and crying. Take a hike for all this crap. Suffer it for 4 years. You'll get your shot again in 2030. But for right now, the United States owns hockey, and you're going to have to live with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nathan McKinnon can jump into that with his comments. Like after the game, he told reporters, "You watch the game and see who you think the best team was." Well, you know what? The best
Yes.
the best team had more goals
Did
and
did did,
Yeah.
did the
won the
score
game.
did the scoreboard not end 2-1?
Yeah, it's
Forgive me if I'm wrong, guys, but last time I checked, almost all sports, at least that we follow, the results are decided by the score on the scoreboard. And in this
absolutely.
case, we had more points than the other team, which, unless the rules have changed, means we win.
Yeah, that's just like a little bit of a loser mentality for sure. I mean, but the thing is though, is like they're saying like, how can you celebrate this? Did you see the celebrations when they won the Four Nations? Like they put it to the US's face, man. Like they were so pumped about it. I guarantee you, I wish they could switch that now. You
For an
know?
exhibition game, Lucas.
I
That was
know.
an exhibition game.
I know. But hey, at least they got their little stuffed animals.
Yeah.
You know? That's dude, that has to be the worst. You just lost this super intense, hard fought game and they hand you a stuffed animal,
You get a
bro.
little squishy bear. Yeah.
Guys, I think there's a real world. Not a single one of those stuffed animals left the locker room.
Dude, that's like a slap in the face, man. And they
So
just have to sit there
supposedly
and take it.
they do this every time. So was it McKinnon? I think it was McKinnon. Was he the one where they handed it to him and he just looked at it like, what the actual is this? Like
It
what are we doing?
probably.
It was
But
Who's the other one? It's McKinnon, McDavid. Who's the third one? Who's the other name I'm
I
forgetting?
mean, Crosby was hurt though.
Yeah, it's not. There's another one. It'll come to me later, but I think it was McKinnon who got the stuffed animal in the line and was like ready to tie dynamite to it and blow it up. Like he was just so pissed off.
I mean, dude, just watching hockey from the side, like that Canadian team is loaded, dude. It is wild.
Yes.
It was a
Mitch
super team.
Mitch Marner, Sidney Crosby, Cole Makar, Braden Point, Sam Reinhart, dude. Reinhart, I mean, they won back-to-back Stanley Cups down in Florida, dude. Like they are loaded. There's no
The
reason they
goalie's good
like,
too, right?
yeah,
It was a team built to dominate the Olympics, and again, it's easy to do this because we're on top. But like Canada struggled to make the gold medal match. I mean,
yeah,
they had to come back from a 2-0 deficit to Finland.
Hmm.
yeah.
Came back and win 4-3. Then they win in overtime. Like it wasn't just like they just dog walked everybody to get here for a
What's
team
cra
that was supposed to dominate.
What's crazy too is arguably one of their most talented players didn't even make the roster in
Connor Bedard.
Connor Bedard, which is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough look up to the north. So, and there hasn't been a Stanley Cup there since what, 92?
It's in the 90s since a Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup. Yes.
Someone put like 4,383 days or something like that. Like,
Sorry,
Yeah.
93.
Yeah.
yeah.
It it's been a minute. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, some of the guys on our US team have been the butt of those jokes because they play for Canadian teams who can't get over the hump.
Well,
But right now, they are winners and they have a gold medal around their neck.
dude, how much beer do you think was drank after that from that team? Like, because I mean,
Oh
you
man.
see it all the time with the Stanley Cup. Like those dudes just absolutely go on a week-long bender. Like I bet you they're still drinking right now.
They'll just take the cup out and fill it full of beer and just
Yeah,
drink out of the
Yes.
Stanley Cup.
every year.
I found it interesting. I guess Corona's a big sponsor because they all had like Corona up in
Oh,
that locker room.
really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
interesting choice of beer, I thought, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have
uh,
thought.
Dude, that's a yeah, that's a missed opportunity for Peroni, the Italian
yeah,
beer.
I'm gonna tell you right now, them boys. It didn't matter what the brand of beer was. It could have been hot, cold, didn't matter. They were pounding all of it
Yeah,
as they
a
should. I mean,
100%.
unbelievable. First one since 1980, fellas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that right?
Since the
Miracle
Miracle
on
on
Ice
Ice.
was the. I mean, I know the Miracle on Ice game wasn't the gold medal game, but they did win
Hmm.
gold that year. This is our first gold medal since 1980.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Our closest one since was 2010. We lost in overtime on a Sidney Crosby golden goal, which is what kept us
Mm,
from winning in 10. So yeah, it's been 46 years since we won a gold medal. It's only our third gold medal in history.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. Mm.
Love it.
Well, Brian,
Well, my hike is the money grab that's going on in Vegas in September, where 49-year-old Floyd
ah,
Mayweather is
Yeah,
going to box Manny Pacquiao in the Sphere
I
of Las
saw
Vegas.
that.
Just
yeah.
absolutely unbelievable to pull both these guys out of retirement and get them to fight each other for Pacquiao Mayweather 2. So
Someone owes someone money.
well dude, I mean like
That's the
how
only
much
way. Like that's the only way they're getting into this.
I
S-
guess
like that is crazy. Is it going to be just like they're going to get one of the Paul brothers in there too and just have a battle royale, last man standing? Like what is
yeah.
happening?
I, no, it's. To me, that's all this is, I mean, and it's not even that they're doing a fight. It's not like an exhibition. Like Floyd's coming out of quote unquote retirement. This is a sanctioned fight, like going on his record. And
Yeah.
Floyd's been doing some exhibition fights since he retired. He's supposed to be fighting Tyson sometime in the next 2 months,
Oh
which is
gosh.
stupid. It's also a money grab, but like it's an exhibition. He's coming out of retirement, supposedly signed a multi-fight deal. I don't think it is, but it is no coincidence he announces he's coming out of retirement for sanctioned fights, and within 48 hours, it's for Manny Pacquiao. I'm with you, Lucas. This is all about money. Somebody's broke, or somebody has already guaranteed them an insane purse to where he was like, I have no choice but to come out of retirement, or it would be crazy to turn away this money.
Yeah. Or
I
the
mean,
But
mom.
there's gotta be some crazy restrictions on that fight though. I mean, both of them being 50 years old. I mean, I wonder if Pacquiao, like, what he's even doing anymore. Like, if he's even gonna be
fighting,
great. Has he been fighting?
Pacquiao
I
came.
thought he was like a governor or something.
Yeah, so he was doing politics back in the Philippines. Pacquiao unretired last July. Actually fought for a belt, went to a majority draw, so he didn't win the belt back. But Pacquiao's already fought a couple fights, like official fights, not even this sideshow crap that Floyd's been doing. So Pacquiao's been training. But if anybody's expecting a fight, like I don't know if you guys remember the fight back in 2015
I do.
for the most hype fight possibly of all time. It was an absolute sleeper of a fight. There was no action. Floyd just danced around the entire time. Pacquiao tried to go after him, but it was all technical. There was no knockdowns, no real punches landed. And if people think at Floyd Mayweather being 49 and Manny Pacquiao being 47 that it's going to be a better fight, you're off your rocker. As both these guys are. That's where they need to stay is on the rocker.
Well,
Uh,
especially because I mean that was Mayweather's whole career was defensive boxing. So
yep.
now you're 50 years old. You think all of a sudden he's just gonna be coming out throwing haymakers? Heck no. It's probably gonna be an absolute snooze fest again.
Mayweather hasn't fought an official fight since 2017, I believe. Was his last that was against Conor McGregor. That was his last official fight to go onto his record to make himself 50-0. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just no chance that these guys are going to come out in a slugfest. I mean, to your point, Brian, early in his career, yeah, Mayweather was knocking guys down, but he's 50-0 with 27 knockouts. Like that's a lot. That's 23 wins that just went to some sort of decision. That's all this is going to be. It's just a money grab. They're not going to break the records they did back in the day, but people are going to tune in. I mean, boxing outside of this is crazy to say, but outside of Jake Paul, like they don't have a big draw. This is going to be the
No.
biggest fight since I guess when Tyson Fury fought uh, Wilder a couple times. That was a pretty big draw, but the names didn't have the recognition. So people are going to tune in. We're going to give them a big payoff for a lackluster fight.
What do you think ticket prices are going to be? Because I mean, just to go watch like the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, you're looking at 200 minimum just to get in the door. Um, God, I mean, I'm sure all the celebrities will be there, all that stuff. It'll be one of those big events where the camera pans and all the celebrities are there and stuff. Gosh, man. And in that venue, jeez.
Well, they said when they did the UFC event there in 2024, the production costs alone were $20 million,
Yeah,
and Mayweather's going to be trying to blow that out of the water.
for sure.
And it's going to be on Netflix, which means that you're not going to be able to watch half of it because it's going to be crashing the entire time. So,
Dude, I remember that. Hopefully they've upped their servers in 10 years.
yeah, hopefully.
It
Because yeah,
it will be interesting because I know like when UFC went there, like Dana White said this is a one-time thing. And I think it was because of like all the issues and the costs and everything to do it there. So, um,
it's
back to your
also
point, Lucas, the tickets are going to be astronomical to go to this thing.
yeah.
So, just to cover all this cost, because Mayweather's not missing out on a payday. Again, I think it's the whole reason he's doing this. So,
The only reason. It's not like he's
Oh,
doing it to just decide to fight Pacquiao again. Like,
see, I didn't know that. So I thought it was less, but it's a 20,000. It can hold up to 20,000 people, which is more than I
Really?
thought. Which is more than I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh,
But that includes
Wow.
standing. That includes standing room, is what it says. But that's surprising. I thought it was less than that. 17,000 to 18,000 seats available. Um, so I mean, that's more than I thought.
That's substantially more than I thought. I would have thought
Yeah,
like half that.
same, same. But
Huh. I mean, I I guess. I mean, the problem is I do this every time. I'm probably gonna watch it.
dude, if it's on Netflix, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, and then that's the problem. Like I
It's not pay
clown
per view.
these correct. Like I clown these things when I see them in the news, like what a joke. How could they do this? And then every time I get sucked in, I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
they got me.
shoot. Yeah, I gotta watch it. And now I'm part of the statistic that made this thing a massive box office success. But
Yeah.
as a sports fan, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna tune in.
The one thing I've held firm on is the NFL. Since the Nola no
Boy,
call, since the
don't
Nola
we
no
know?
call, the
Don't we
Nola
know,
no call,
Lucas?
I've held firm. I've stood my ground. It's literally on local channels. Still don't watch it. So
Good for you for standing on business.
that's right, dude. I'm not giving it my ratings, man.
dude. So
They
I'm just
deprived
now.
us of a Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah, they did. So I'm just looking at the Mayweather Tyson exhibition. It's for April 25th in the Democratic
Maybe.
Republic of Congo,
Oh my God.
and it's gonna have 8 2-minute rounds. But dude, they said that at Tyson's last fight he weighed in at 228, and Mayweather's last fight he weighed in at 160.
But
Like,
it doesn't like guys, we
I might watch
watched
that.
but we watched Jake Paul fight Tyson couldn't move. The man is
Yeah.
93 years old.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't care how old Floyd is, like if he's in any decent shape, his boxing knowledge and instincts and everything are much better than Jake Paul's. You
Well,
think
dude,
Tyson's just gonna out of nowhere get younger?
in only 2-minute rounds, like you can't even get a rhythm. Like Tyson's just gonna come out swinging, dude. Like,
Is
But
he?
like by that's what happened in Paul. He threw like the first two rounds, he threw a few punches. After that, he did
Gassed.
everything in his power to stay upright
Stay
from
mhm.
not just
alive.
pure exhaustion. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
because
gonna
he's
be the same
60
thing.
years old.
I know. Talk
That's
about a guy who
crazy.
must need some money. Like my
He
goodness, Mike.
he's got the reach on him though.
Well, they're not making any more Hangover movies, so he's got to find something else to make money off of.
Mike
Yeah.
Tyson.
It's spinal.
It's final. It's one of the most legendary quotes ever, dude.
Yeah. I
Broke
broke
my
my
back.
back.
Final.
It's spinal.
Uh,
Oh, dang.
Goodness.
All
man.
right.
Well, dude, was shifting over. Did y'all see Lindsey Vaughn almost lost her leg from that injury?
Yeah, compartment syndrome, dude. Not anything to mess with.
Like, dude,
Um,
she still has like 3 more surgeries scheduled or something.
yeah, dude.
It's
It's
wild.
The picture looked awful of like what her leg half-ass looks like now.
dude, they pretty much you have to splay it open. Like you have to like literally relieve pressure from those areas that
That's
have like
that's
it's
That's what
it's
happened. Isn't the same thing happened to Alex Smith when he shattered
yes,
his leg?
I believe so.
Because he had to have like
Like
17 surgeries or something.
it's a no joke. The blood flow doesn't get to the areas that it needs to. Which again, like I don't know if she just didn't listen to the advice or got bad advice to compete, but she should not have been competing. Like that's
No.
and someone that I work with made a good point. Like she also took a spot from somebody, you know? Like this is
Yeah.
a very likely scenario of this happening. Not to this extent, but an injury. I mean, she was skiing without an ACL. Like and I found it was like her third.
Yeah.
so
She's run it twice.
so forgive my ignorance. Compartment syndrome that set in pre the broken leg or post broken leg?
So typical post, right? So it's
Post.
it's
Okay.
yeah, yeah. When the fracture happened, so again, we're not going to get super nerdy into this thing, but
No, but
there's areas that there's compartments in the lower leg where there's fascia that align like separates them, and that fascia around there is so thick that if there's increased swelling in those areas, that fascia it can't go anywhere, so it just expands, and so they have to go in there and do a fasciotomy where they have to open up that fascia to relieve the pressure, or she
gotcha,
loses the leg, and that's very
gotcha.
very dangerous. Where amputation is possible.
Yeah,
Um,
her literal quote is, "He filleted it open and let it breathe, and he saved me."
yeah, that's a fasciotomy. It's crazy.
Uh,
It's definitely
but
not anything to mess with,
and they said the only reason a doctor was there was because she tore her ACL.
yeah.
So if he wasn't there, like, there's no telling what would happen.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
But
Which is all
crazy.
crazy because the crash didn't look that bad. I mean, you knew it was bad because she was yelling, but it wasn't like her leg was broke over in half or nothing. Like it doesn't look
For sure.
anything out. We've all seen some very bad leg breaks in sports. Some that in my feeble mind would have thought would be much more suspect to have something like this, but
Yeah. Dude,
still,
the one that comes to mind every time is, I think the kid played for Louisville.
Kevin Ware
Dude,
Yes.
brutal. Just a
compound
normal jump shot. It was nothing
co-
crazy at all.
compound fracture. The whole world saw. I mean,
Crazy,
split
dude.
leg bone out. Like everybody saw that. That
Yeah,
Right in
dude.
front of his own bench.
Yeah,
Dude, I
dude.
still remember that game.
Yeah, and
yes,
there's also some brutal ones like when players like cross home plate. Like I've seen some pretty rough ones
Yes.
too. Like whenever their
Yeah.
foot slips at home plate and their cleat
yeah,
gets caught.
yeah,
But
ankles.
yeah, ankles and yeah, the tib fib down at the bottom. It's
Hmm,
brutal.
hmm,
But yeah, that I guess Kevin Ware's his name. That was the worst one
hmm.
I think I've ever seen.
Where his legs literally like,
Oh, dude, just rubber,
Yeah,
just
there's been some
freaking,
bad ones, man. I mean,
just monkey D. Luffy.
Marshawn Lattimore comes to mind. That one was
yeah.
bad,
Yeah, yeah,
but that wasn't exposed. Kevin Wares is probably the worst. Like in moment live television, they have no time to cut away. Like everybody saw it immediately.
yeah. But they replayed it. I'm like, oh
I know
come
it
on.
was
Well,
crazy.
and then right after it happened, I remember they accidentally zoomed in on it. And
Yeah,
so you just see the bone just sticking out.
not ideal.
No, 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 it's not.
But Kevin Ware did play college basketball, and we should probably jump into some college basketball. It's been
Yep,
pretty
it's
good. It's been
rolling.
pretty good. Y'all said
It's
who's
been
playing?
very good.
Who's
It's
playing
been
right
very
now?
good. Kansas and Houston are playing
Yeah,
currently as we're recording this. Kansas is running away with it in a
Dude,
heartbeat.
which is
Saturday was awesome though, man. Like it was number one Michigan versus number four,
Duke.
or Duke, yeah. Or no,
Number one
it
versus
was
number
number,
three.
oh yeah, number two Michigan versus number four Duke, right?
Michigan has won.
Oh, it
Michigan
was
won.
Arizona Houston.
Yeah,
Yes.
Michigan won versus Duke three. Houston
Arizona
two
two.
versus four
Arizona
Arizona.
two.
Oh, real quick
Oh
question
yeah, you're
before we
right.
get into it. Why is Michigan and Duke playing middle of the season,
Nobody
non-conference?
knows.
That's
Nobody
that.
It was
in
called
uh
something classic or whatever. Like,
in
We're
New
just
York City.
we're just making stuff up in the middle of conference play.
Yeah, in New York City too. Like not at a home campus, just a
Was
off
this
camp.
the
was
Edward
this
Jones Capital Showcase.
was this planned before the season?
Yes.
Well, I'm
Okay.
sure, yeah.
So, because I mean, I don't know if anybody had Michigan being the number one team in the nation on their radar at the beginning of the season, but it just kind of, I mean, it just happened to play out that way that they both played each other in a big game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say number one. Michigan was expected to be a very good team, top
Yeah.
10 for sure. They might have been top five preseason. Like they had a crazy team coming in, and then his last name starts with an S. Who's the kid that came back? He had declared for the draft and entered the transfer portal and removed his name from both and came back to Michigan. And their already star-studded team kept their best player.
Mm,
So like it was like, okay, this Michigan team's got a chance
yeah.
to do do something special. I'm almost there. I said a S. I'm so wrong. It's Lindenberg. Yaxel Lindenberg is the kid that he's the senior that came back that pretty
Mm,
much put this team like, okay, they got a Final Four run in them if, you know, everything goes according to plan.
of course.
And then Duke's just quietly been a top three team in the country after losing their entire starting five and two
Yeah.
of the best rookies we've ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah.
And they're just now they're the number one team in the country with one of the best teams I've ever seen in my lifetime. Not going to go all time. One of the best teams in my lifetime to not win the national title,
Oh
and
yeah.
they're just right back there again. I mean,
Hmm.
crazy stuff, man. College basketball has been great. The Big 12 is so good. Houston's in trouble here. For a team that everybody liked, if Houston loses tonight, that's three straight games. Now, granted, it was to number like six Iowa State, number four Arizona, and this would be a whatever Kansas is now.
Number
But
14. Yeah.
I mean, they're losing to good teams. But for a team that everybody's in love with in Houston, if you go do a deep dive into their schedule, they haven't beat anybody. I think one of their only ranked wins is against Texas Tech. And outside of that, when they face good competition, they have not got blown out. They've been very close games, but they haven't got over the hump. So
Yeah.
They beat Tech. They beat Houston earlier in the year. Or no, they lost to Tech. They beat Tech, lost to Tech, and then they beat BYU.
okay, they beat BYU, who
Yeah.
kind of been up and down, but they do have AJ DeBansa, who's a consensus top three pick, probably the number two pick. Um, I mean, the top three picks are going to be AJ DeBansa, uh, Cameron Boozer from Duke, and then Darren Peterson's punk ass. It's just the absolute Kawhi Leonard and cosplay in college, man. Just this dude does not has all the talent in the world in any other circumstance is a slam dunk home run, number one pick, no questions asked. He just doesn't play. He just does not play, and I no one understands it. I'm so torn between all the reports I read. Some are saying he's bound out of these games because the people in his corner are saying don't play, you know, don't risk injury. So sit out for these certain games. And the next is, oh, he's out for an illness. Oh, he's out for an ankle. Oh, he's out for a hamstring. It's injuries. So like I don't know what I think the people in his corner are just giving him false information because I don't know what his angle is here. Like when you go meet with NBA teams,
Yep.
what your angle is one of two things. Hey, I'm super injury prone, so I can never play these games, or
I'm
I'm
a head
above the
case.
team. Yeah, I'm above the team, so I'm gonna do whatever I want and not. I'm just gonna sit out when I don't think I need to play.
Hmm.
And that's your pitch to be the number one pick in the draft.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
I think so. I mean, Kansas is doing fine. Kansas beat Arizona when Arizona was number one with them on the bench, so like Kansas is doing okay. It is funny to watch Bill Self. If y'all got time, go watch Bill Self clips. He's over this cat. When he does these certain stunts, Bill's just like, you know what, screw it. I think there's real conversations being had that if they make the tournament, sit
Get
him,
him. Yeah.
which is crazy when you talk about the number one pick in the draft. But like that's how much of a I shouldn't throw the word locker room cancer out there or nothing, but like there's a real problem chemistry wise, like because you don't know if he's gonna play.
Yeah.
So you got to make that decision. He'll play because he's too good, but like I wouldn't blame Bill for pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it's kind of a two-sided sword because like you bench him because he's a cancer, but then if you flop in the second round or something, then there's a question of, oh well, if you had Peterson, it's probably different. So it's where you always run into the eternal argument. But
Tough
that's crazy though,
situation.
man.
I'll never feel bad for Kansas though. So
But that's
Mm,
again, that's what the whole conversation we always have of these guys' jobs are based on the play of 19 to 23 year olds. Like,
Some cases 26, but
yeah,
Who
especially
are
for the
now
University of
getting,
Miami.
yeah, who are now getting advice from legal counsel essentially because they're essentially paid employees. So like they can all hire agents and whoever they want to represent them now at the age of 18. And contrary to popular belief, not all of those people you hire have your best interests in their mind. So
yeah.
Bro, speaking of Bill Self and Peterson, he just hit a three, and Bill Self's just yelling at him down the court, and he's just staring at him, dude. Like,
Mm.
it's
Bill's probably
wild,
saying,
man.
please don't ask to come out, which he won't
Yeah.
because that only got him to 11 points, and he does not check out if he has less than 20 points in the game.
Yeah.
So he's only at 11. He's probably begging him to play defense because he doesn't do that either.
I think that's what it was because he's like, go, go. Like,
Y'all go watch it. He never guards their best player. It's so mind blowing. Like he's a 6'6" guard who can do anything on a basketball court that he wants. But I just watch him on offense too. He's always spacing out. He's never like leading it down, and then he waits to get the ball and then just drives or shoots. Like he never goes for an offensive rebound. He's always standing watching. Like he's a lazy basketball player. And I'll be the one to, nobody else is going to say it. I'll be the one to say Darian Peterson's a lazy basketball player. He thinks he's hot shit, and he knows he's going to go high, and he's playing NBA basketball in college, and that's a disgrace to the integrity of the game.
You know where I think he goes?
Where?
New
New
New Orleans
Orleans.
Orleans?
Pelicans.
I mean, just add it to the dumpster fire, dude.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
get the
sorry. I
number.
keep saying
We'll get the number one overall and draft him,
Or
should.
he can go to Washington and be irrelevant like the rest of the organization.
dude. Anthony Davis and him,
Trey Young. Oh
dude.
God, dude.
Three-headed monster.
That will never touch the court together because they'll all be hurt
Yeah.
at random times.
It's
Mm,
funny, man. It's funny
it's
that
true.
like right after you start talking about Peterson, there's a video on ESPN. It says Jay Bilas disappointed by Peterson criticism.
Billis is mad from the criticism?
Yes.
Leave it to a freaking Duke
Yeah.
alumni to like have some stupid ass idea. Come on, Jay. You watch enough basketball to know what the hell's going on here, guy. That's just ludicrous. I'm not arguing the talent. The talent is there. You can watch him. At any given time with the ball in his hands, if he decides I want to take over this game, the ability is there and he can do it. But he doesn't care about the rest of it. He does not care about the Kansas logo on his chest. He is all about Darren Peterson. And like that's what we're gonna lose in college, I guess, in this new era because that wasn't the case back in the day, and I hate that to a certain extent. There was guys, Lucas, but it's worse now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
saying
worse now.
it's more so for basketball because they can leave after 1 year. So for guys like that, it's like, let me just get through my 1 year so I can move on.
And he's only
Like,
there because he has to be, Brian.
yeah, that's what
For
I
sure.
mean. Like, he's like, I got to get through my 1 year, so let me just knock it out and go be the number one pick.
And that's yeah. Jay, we'll go back to hikes, I guess. Jay Billis can take a hike with that bullshit take, and that's just hogwash. The criticism's valid, very valid. If you've watched it or followed it at all, you can't give me a world it's not. Unless the only excuse is if he's constantly hurt. And if he's constantly hurt, that is a major red flag.
I'll say, regardless, it's not good, no matter how you spin it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Texas State's 5-2 in baseball.
They are.
Took 2 out of 3 from Gonzaga, so did not
Get
play well against Baylor.
no. But I mean, it's early midweek. Like You're
Yeah,
not throwing any of your front line arms. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see him do better, but LSU's a solid 8-0.
there you go.
Swept the Jacksonville tourney this weekend. Wins against Indiana, Notre Dame, and UCF, which, I mean,
A&M skid by Penn.
dude, I saw
Skid by Penn.
back-to-back walk-offs on Friday and Saturday.
One of them was a walk where we had to hit a double that one hop the wall. We were down 1-0 in the ninth
Yeah,
just to
I saw
tie
that.
it.
I saw that.
It was a little bit dicey for some early season here. Not liking the bats being so dormant in games where at home where you should be putting the stick on the ball here. But
I mean, that's opposite of LSU, man. LSU's putting up 10 runs a game. They're just knocking the cover off the ball right now. Um,
yeah, yeah. Which is the opposite of last week where A&M put up 19,000 runs and hit home
yeah,
like but it's
it's early.
baseball.
Yeah,
We've all played. We know how fast things can change. But yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
good to get wins, but who a little, a little bit nerve-wracking there.
UCLA with a very impressive sweep against TCU this weekend. Um, they just flat out dominated them. And
Hmm.
TCU's a good ball club. Um, so UCLA is I know
Legit.
they've dropped a game already, but I mean it's baseball, but they look legit as well. Going back to college basketball, like I was gonna ask you guys since y'all kind of keep up with it a little bit more. Like last year, obviously we saw SEC dominance. Like this year, not even close. I feel like the talent's more spread out across the country. I mean, I would say Florida's pretty talented. Arkansas has their day. Uh, I mean, A&M, Texas, they're decent teams, but like last year, the SEC dominated college basketball, and this year, like you see the Big Ten doing well. You see obviously the Big 12, who is usually up there, but it's just interesting to kind of see. That's really the only sport where it does that. I feel like baseball is pretty much dominated by the SEC for the most part.
No.
Football is the Big Ten, SEC. Um, but college basketball, I feel like this is I guess one and dones make that the reason where you get these unbelievable superstars going to all over the country.
I,
You can
I
snag one of those, and
I think the difference is this year, Lucas, to your question here is that last year the SEC was very deep, but also very good at the top. So we were assuming that the national champion outside of UConn was probably going to come out of the SEC because they were just they were so good top to bottom.
yeah,
Exact opposite this year. There's going to be 9 to 11 teams from the SEC still make the tournament, but not a single one of them are going to be f- probably top five favorites going into the tournament.
yeah,
So like the depth is still there to a certain extent, but like probably if somebody had to pick a conference to win the national title, it's probably going to be the Big 12,
agreed.
who is possibly only going to get seven at most eight teams in the tournament.
Yeah,
But the top end of it is so good. Took a big hit with Texas Tech losing top into a torn ACL. That was tough. He's
Yeah.
their best player, so Tech's still going to get in, but their high end potential probably not what it was, or definitely not what it was. But
Yeah. It's plateaued
uh,
for sure.
correct. But like the Big Ten and SEC, again, they have the most teams in their conferences. I know, but they're both battling out again to see who's going to get the most teams in the tournament. But for some reason, Florida's being a trendy pick right now. I think their odds are really good on the betting side to take them right now. But outside of Florida, nobody in the SEC
Yeah.
is getting
No.
any type of national title hype.
no,
Uh, it's
I'm
all
saying
Big
it's all
Ten.
been up and down, just
It's all Big
inconsistent.
Ten, Big 12, and then sprinkle in UConn and well,
Duke.
Duke. I mean, if you want to throw in the Johnnies at St. John, I mean they've been hot as hell lately. But uh, yeah, it's a well, SC got 14 teams in last year, right? Record 14
Hmm.
teams.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still going to get probably 10 or 11, so still crazy, but it's just a bunch of really decent basketball teams that are beating each other up, no frontline leader that has any real hype to win.
Yeah. It's just interesting how it kind of ebbs and flows year to year. Um, Obviously, like again, Big 12, I feel like has been good for a very long time for the most part, like especially top end. Um, but there are years where the Big 10 comes out of nowhere and puts a good product out, and then obviously last year was a historic year for the SEC. Just interesting,
Right.
kind of where it kind of bounces around a little bit, conference to conference. But
Yeah, and I wonder what plays into that as well, like what the trends are. Like I know people have like roll or turnover and all that, but it is kind of crazy to see like a full turnover from one conference to another.
I also feel like basketball is also one of those sports where, and I guess most sports are like that, where if you have a good solid foundation of like seniors, and then you sprinkle in some of those superstar freshmen, like that's like the recipe for winning. Um, you got your glue guys, your hard workers, and then
Yeah.
those,
That was always Calipari's biggest complaint at Kentucky is he never had seniors. It was always one and done guys. And so he
yeah,
always said that's what made it so hard to win a national championship.
yeah,
It's a different recipe nowadays. I mean, like I saw a picture come up of it was the top 10 teams, not last week's poll, maybe two two polls ago, and it was where each of their top four contributors came from the prior year, and it was a pretty good mix. If I'm remembering right, Michigan State, their top four contributors are all returning. Duke was three returners, which is crazy, and a freshman. But then there were some other teams. I'm blanking right now who they were, but their top four were all transfers, no freshmen, and then all like it's a pretty good mix. Like there's no real recipe for success. You just kind of have to figure out what works for you and your program.
I think I remember seeing something last year, like a tweet somebody put out of like the Elite Eight and like the rosters for the Elite Eight last year. And I think like one team had more than two players of the starting five that were not transfers.
I'm pretty sure it was Houston.
Yeah, it was crazy. And so again, I wouldn't say like program guys, but like older players are important, right? Experience, big game experiences, pressure situations in Power Five games, like that's a Power Four or whatever. I think it's just as valuable as like a superstar freshman coming in one and done.
For sure.
That's
And
pretty much what college basketball's been reduced to kind of say is that you have the experienced guys that know what they're doing, have been in these situations, and then you mix in just these super uber talented freshman kids that, and they just it's up to the coach to make that blend, but that's where you're seeing more of the success
yeah,
with teams is the ones who are able to make those big personalities coexist.
yeah, it's different. I mean, it's kind of a learning curve, just like football. I mean, Signetti obviously figured something out in Indiana. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's learning at the same pace, trying to figure it out. It's crazy. It makes picking brackets a lot harder,
Yes.
as if it wasn't already.
I got nothing for you guys, man. I mean, I going into this, it's going to be a lot of just. I mean, I know every bracket is guessing, but like there's some. I got nothing this year. Like, it's
Yeah,
so wide open because there is legitimately 7 to 8 teams that if you were to tell me right now could find a legitimate path to the national title, couldn't argue it.
yeah. I mean, I
Oh,
agree.
Big Ten's got five of the top 13 teams in the nation right now. Like
And
Nebraska Cornhuskers are a basketball school now.
And not just a Cinderella they were to start the season, man. They've had some big
No.
wins, and even their losses have been close losses on the road. I mean, they are
Well, would
not
they
anybody
start
to
like
sneeze at.
18, 19 and 0 or something?
Correct, yeah. I don't think they quite made it to 20 games, but still, it was a very impressive start. And again, even the games they are losing, like they're not just getting their teeth kicked in here.
Yeah.
In uh in 1995, if you would have told people then in 30 years Nebraska is going to be a basketball school and Indiana is going to be a football school, what do you think they would say to you?
I think
They
they
would
just
have thrown
laugh
you
in
in
your
the crate,
face.
yeah.
They would have, yeah, you would have went to the loony
Insane
bin, dude.
asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insane asylum.
it's
Uh,
crazy.
that's a great take, Lucas. I've not considered that, but
Just
that is
wild.
that is the year of our Lord 2026 we are living in right
Yeah,
now.
dude, it's crazy. Just wild times. But
Huh.
it is nice to kind of see a little bit of parody. I like it.
Yeah, a little shift in power, yeah.
It's better than Duke winning every year, Duke, Kentucky. Same thing with like football, Bama winning every year. It's
Yeah, for
nice
sure.
change of pace. Nice change of pace.
Let little brother have one here and there.
That's right, dude.
But like, I don't know. Whenever they do, we don't celebrate them. Like, because if y'all were to give me basketball right now, just off the dome, your top five basketball powerhouses.
I mean, this is where the blue blood term came from.
Correct.
Like obviously Duke, Kentucky,
North Carolina,
UNC. I mean, I say Kansas, but
Kansas.
Kansas, I I think we've done it on this podcast. Like they don't have as many titles as you think. I thought they had a storied bunch of titles, and honestly, just based back in the day, I'd say Indiana. Like Indiana's got to be in that conversation. But lately, they've been awful.
Yeah.
Um,
This was my entire test because there's one name I'm looking for that every time I have this conversation with people and stuff I read about, it gets left off, and they
UConn.
have been. It's UConn. They are an
I,
absolute
yeah,
Yeah.
power,
I was gonna say UConn,
and
but
nobody talks about them. Like,
UConn was gonna be my other pick,
yes,
which again goes into the blue. But
they
I
have
agree.
won title after title, what, five or six titles since '99,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and get no respect in this sport. Like, they have been a national power at least over the last 30 or 25 plus years now, and they just get left out of this conversation time after time, and it blows my mind.
yeah. I was gonna say it was either gonna be Indiana or UConn, but Indiana's been not very good lately. But their history, I mean, speaks for itself. I mean,
UConn's
you can go back to
arguably
UCLA, like
been
if you want to go
you
back that far.
yeah, that's I mean, UConn in our lifetime is the power.
Yeah.
They have more titles
Hmm.
than Duke, Kentucky, Kansas,
Yeah,
UNC, like all of them. I
yeah.
think they have more titles than Duke and UNC combined
Combined, yeah.
since 1999. It's a crazy stat when you look at it.
Florida's what at three,
Three. They won last year and they won back to
back to
back
back
in,
with Donovan,
What
yeah,
was it? Oh, 07, 08, I think.
with Billy Donovan,
somewhere in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's impressive as well.
Yeah, but like
Especially back in those times with the SEC, like SEC didn't care about basketball for the most part, other than Kentucky. It was Kentucky's show
no,
for
but again,
Yeah.
like right now, if you're naming off the top college basketball programs, like Florida's not getting that love. And
no,
they've had three titles in the last 25 plus years.
yeah,
Or not even that, but 15 years, well, almost 20 years now,
20
but
years,
still.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's something to that's something to be proud of, but
yeah. Because in my opinion, like college basketball might be one of the hardest championships to win. Like just the
oh,
way
absolutely.
just the way the tournament is set up, like that's
For
very
sure.
difficult.
Yeah, I mean, the Kentucky team. Oh, I'm gonna get my year wrong, so I'm not gonna get out there and say it. But that Kentucky team that went like 36 and 0, 37 and 0,
And lost to
and then
Wisconsin, yeah.
lose it, and like they've been the best team all year. They have one off game. Wisconsin has the game. not I won't say their life, but one of their better games,
Yeah.
it's out. Like you know, you're done. So yeah, I agree. I think it is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, to win now. Uh, just based off how it's set up,
I mean,
especially the way the game is now, where the parity seems to be getting better and better.
you put 24 teams in the college football playoff, we might have a conversation.
I agree with that, which is why I don't want it to happen.
Yeah. Let's get to
Yeah.
16 first.
Agreed. Agreed.
Not next year, though.
Yeah. It's
That's all I
stupid.
got, guys.
Yeah.
We got
Same.
our hour in.
Yeah, it's good enough for me. We'll touch on NBA next week when we don't have the Olympics to cheer on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Continue to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, to your family. USA, USA, USA. Until next time, we'll see you next week.
See ya.